And welcome back to the Hotline. We're talking Kalle Rovanpera and what on earth is going on with who we said was, I'm not saying comfortably, but the favourite going into the 2025 championship. This is the man that won the most rallies in 2024. And granted, we've only had 2 so far, but he's not looked like anything we expected. What is going on with Mr. Rovanpera? So here we go, the fantastic record breaker in some ways. I mean, this guy's so young, from Finland. What's going on? What is going on? So, Dirtfish, you've got an article essentially saying the acid test of Rovanpera's current struggles. And struggling he very much is. He's come, as we mentioned at the beginning, not at all close to winning a rally. But they're saying 2 unique events done. The change to gravel will determine whether Rovanpera really is where he is at with hand-cooked tyres, and that's something that Kalle has come out and said he struggled. This is let's go. Oh, thank you, very good. Not a good morning for us, and this was from Sweden on February the 14th, funny enough, Valentine's Day. Not a good morning for us, struggling a lot at the moment. We made up some setup changes already on the road, but it's quite limited to what we could do, so let's now get to service and try to figure something out in the afternoon. Not good at all. 18 seconds off after stage 4, and obviously Evans ended up winning Sweden. Awesome result. But even then, and from the Monte Carlo event, he was struggling on those tyres. The dreaded T word. And the article said it speaks volumes of the driver in question, that they can be a net second in the World Championship. And the narrative is almost exclusively negative. Yes, it is. He's no ordinary driver. Off-par performances just aren't part of the double World Champions repertoire. If you remember in 2024, he sort of had a part-time season where he went racing, etc. But when he came back to rallies, he was very competitive. When he was at a rally, he was naturally one of the favourites to win. And then they're saying struggles to get on top of their new hand-cooked tyres, specifically adapting his driving style to them, have been clear. But Rovanpera, what Dirtfish is saying, and I kind of agree, they're saying that Rovanpera has not used all of his lifelines yet. They're saying that Monte Carlo and Sweden rallies are very different compared to the rest of the events, compared to the gravel events and the tarmac. On Monte, yes, you've got gravel, you got tarmac, but you've got a very changeable conditions in the weather. You could potentially have all 4 seasons in one rally. In terms of Sweden, it's an exclusively snow rally. But now we are going to the gravel, and they're saying get on top of the gravel's tyre characteristics early on the majority surface of the year. Suddenly there's no problem, but to continue to struggle, they're saying, and the world will keep talking, and that's in relation to Kalle Rovanpera and these tyre struggles. They're saying that all makes the upcoming rally in Kenya a fascinating acid test of Rovanpera's current plight. They're saying he's got to try hand-cooked gravel offering during his pre-season event in Portugal on Wednesday. Testing restrictions consigning him to European roads meant the test was not fully representative of, obviously, European and Africa, 2 very different continents, and let's be fair, very different road systems. But they say now we go on gravel, so a new tyre again, and something new to learn, he said. I think so far the feeling is pretty good. So yeah, now the testing is really important to get a good feeling and get everything together and have good pace. He said it's worth cautioning that these quotes are sourced from an interview with Toyota itself. Yes. But Rovanpera is a straight shooter. They're saying if he was struggling, he wouldn't have hidden that struggle within PR-friendly answers, as for example, his Facebook post is quite happy about, we're struggling. And he said, it's not been the easiest start of the season, he admitted. But we still are not too far from the fight. Of course, now, when we go on gravel, we have a new chance to again start to push harder and try and get back into the fight. He said it's always difficult to predict what will happen, but you can expect us to push really hard and try our best. And I'm sure Kalle Rovanpera is going to try his best, but as Dirtfish continuing to say, the proof of the pudding is going to be in the eating. What is, in a couple of weeks' time, Kalle Rovanpera going to do in arguably one of the toughest rallies of the year in Kenya? I can't wait to see it. It's one of my favourite rallies. Fingers crossed for Kalle Rovanpera. I think he won it last year. He's got to go in as one of the favourites for me. But I completely understand why there's question marks. If you've made it to the end though, please give us a subscribe. That would be absolutely amazing. If you're not subscribed, just watching this is more than enough if you want to help a bit more. if you want to help a bit more, hit that like button. Thank you very much. We'll speak to you soon. But above all else, stay safe.